We vote that you vote.
Yeah, I know. That's, I'm gonna be able to retire on this salary. Okay, let's go ahead.
Before you call for the vote, there's two pieces to this, just to remind you, I made a note on my agenda. One of them is, if you decide to do this, there's a money piece to this in terms of bringing the guidance in. So there was a $5,000, so you might have two votes. We heard about, providing the resources to make sure it works, and obviously the guidance needs to come in to sit down with parents, sit down with kids. So I think those go hand in hand. That's all.
Also, to add to that, there also needs to be maybe some money spent to assure the staff that they have time to do what needs to be done.
We want you to vote.
One has support, so do it right.
Yes, but I think we also heard about some professional, some time at the front part of the year to provide some time to do that.
Just to elaborate on that, Ernie was out of the room when I asked if there would be any additional costs besides the guidance counselor. And Dixie did mention books might be an issue and some costs.
We have, I think, a pretty adequate budget for textbooks at the high school. We did buy some out of surplus last year. I think we're in reasonably good shape. And I think we ordered some of the new classes stuff out of surplus. So, so for some of the classes that are new, we have ordered some materials and stuff ahead of time. I'm assuming some of those classes will still be going forward. I will have to kind of do an evaluation on the study hall. I believe that the union contract prohibits teachers from doing study hall. So we're going to have to hire probably a full-time aide-type person to do that. I don't know if it has to be a teacher.
It does not.
Someone that can know education enough to refer the students to teachers or help them get materials if they're in the study hall. But so there will be a cost for that.
Right, but that was going to be a recommendation regardless of what schedule.
Yeah.
So just to keep the focus
Okay.
right now.
But other than that, and I think we can handle that. We might have to cut back on some other stuff, but I think we're fine. It's not going to be a loose year. It's going to be a very tight year. I'm not promising any surplus next year, Paul.
Just don't promise us a deficit.
Well, we're going to avoid that. That's not an issue. We'll just do without some stuff. That's
Are we ready to move the question? Okay.
I'll move that we accept the recommendation of the principal and superintendent
And adopt the
and adopt the AB schedule.
And we've got to include funding for the guidance counselor.
We can do that as a separate motion.
We have, this hasn't been seconded yet. So I need a second before we do an amendment on anything.
Okay, I want to add something to that.
No, we need somebody to second it first.
I'll second.
Okay, so motion has been made and seconded, and now we can discuss or amend.
Okay. I would like to add to it that we are going to try to support this for at least a 4-year period. That needs to be in here or not. I mean, I think that the board needs to be behind that. I mean, the community wants us to support the system, and as I said, they can tweak it as necessary, but we need to adopt the schedule and stick with that schedule so it's no longer an issue, and we can focus on instruction.
Well, the only problem with that, I mean, we can throw that in the motion, but it's totally non-binding. I mean, 4 years from now, you could be looking at 5 new board members, and they are not bound by our decisions today.
Okay, I guess it just shows our commitment to the principal and the community that we wanted to, we heard what they said, that's why.
That could be reflected in the minutes.
Yeah, okay, however, I'm going to,
I mean, we stood behind the trimester last year for 4 years.
right on that note.
No, that was only 2 flaws.
Okay, I will retract.
Okay. Do we have any other amendments to this motion? Comments? Okay, all those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Okay.
Appropriates, is that correct? guidance counselor to do this work?
$5,000.
Well, you're not really appropriating it, you're
No.
instructing me to find it somewhere else in our existing budget.
You just said I'll make that motion.
Okay.
We want to have the money.
It's been allocated.
Allocate, yeah.
Allocate.
Allocate's good,
$5,000.
allocate works for me.
Do I have a second?
I'll second
The motion has been made and seconded.
It, Michael, you have an extra 20 you want to pass this way before the vote?
Maybe we should start passing the hat every 2 minutes.
Even here.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carries 5-0. We have the AB. You got this? Thank you for all that hard work.
Thank you also for your
Yeah, thank you all for
concern for
coming.
those that expressed all their.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your hard work. I know it was hard starting. Hopefully it's all downhill now.
I think we're gonna finish now.